welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I share with you 3 boho and trendy Christmas decor DIYs. I was able to create these easy decor pieces for just a couple of dollars, and I love how they turned out. So make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more DIY and home decor projects. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. In the first project, I created a neutral boho Christmas wreath inspired by Tina Lay, one of my favorite YouTubers. I saw her piece a couple weeks ago and I immediately knew I had to recreate it for myself. I'll link her YouTube video in the description box for you guys. I got this 16-inch wreath ring from Michaels to use as the base of this project. I also had this pack of half wooden beads in my craft stash that I got off of Amazon a while back. I'll make sure to link these and everything else in this video below, but you can find similar beads at Michaels or your local craft store as well. I started by hot gluing the wooden beads on the wreath ring. I used small dabs of hot glue on the back of each piece to make sure there's no excess glue on the wreath for a clean finished look in the end. I repeated the process until I had about 60% of the wreath covered in the beads. I got a couple of faux Christmas greenery from Michaels for this DIY. I started by cutting each one down to smaller pieces so I could create my own arrangement on the wreath. As you can see, I used different types of greenery in order to add texture and dimension to this wreath. Once I had the pieces ready, I placed them on the bottom portion of the wreath ring and played around with their placement until I was happy with how it was looking. There's really no right or wrong way to do this, so make sure to customize it to your taste. I also opted to not use the red berry or the orange as I was going for a more neutral boho look for this wreath. After I figured out the placement of all the pieces, I went back and added more wooden beads on the ring to cover the whole area that was going to be visible in the end. Then I started actually hot gluing all the pieces to the ring. I glued down 2 bigger green leaves first and built up on those with the smaller ones. I held each one down for about 30 seconds to make sure it's secure in place, and I was very careful not to burn my fingers with the glue. So I got this tiny house ornament from Target for $3 specifically for this DIY, as I wanted to add it to the center of the greenery on this wreath. This piece was a bit heavy and glue alone wouldn't hold it in place, so I used some craft wires to secure it to the base of the wreath. I basically threaded 2 wires through the door and window of the house ornament and pulled them tight on the back of the wreath. I twisted the wires on the back to secure the house in place and then cut the excess off. Once the house was secure on the wreath, I added a few more small pieces of faux greenery to hide the wires in the front. Now if I could go back and redo this project, I would attach the house to the wreath ring first and then add all the greenery around it, just to make the whole process a bit easier. Anyways, in the next step, I cut a piece of jute ribbon to create a top piece for this wreath. The width of this ribbon was a little too thick for what I was envisioning, so I cut the ribbon from both sides to make it thinner. I then created a V shape with it and used a bit of hot glue to hold it in place. I also added a star over the ribbon and glued them both over the top of the wreath. This star ornament was left from my Christmas IKEA hack DIY video, and it turned out to be the perfect finishing touch for this project. But you can also just create a bow for the top of your wreath. And the last step, I added a small piece of macrame cord to the back of the wreath so I can actually hang it from a wall or a door. That completed this first boho Christmas decor DIY, and I love how it came out. I think it might be my favorite wreath that I've ever created, and it's going to be the perfect addition to our minimal neutral bedroom Christmas decor. For the second project, I decided to recreate some trendy ornaments that I've been seeing all over Pinterest and Instagram. I just really like the boho look of these pieces, and I knew that I could make them for just a couple of dollars. I got 2 packs of these clear plastic ornaments from the Dollar Tree, and each pack comes with 2 ornaments. I also used 4 different types of faux greenery that I've had in my craft stash for this DIY. If you don't have any on hand, you can get some from either the dollar store or any other craft store. So I started by removing the ornaments from the packaging and popping the plastic tops off. I then simply cut my faux greenery into smaller pieces so it can fit inside each ornament. I used flocked Christmas leaves from the last project, some dried wheat, green leaves, and some white flowers for each of these ornaments. Once the pieces were in, I put the tops back on, and believe it or not, that's really all there is to this project. I'm obsessed with these ornaments and can't wait to style them on the Christmas tree in our bedroom. I think they're perfect if you're into a more minimal boho look for your holiday decor this year. You can also make so many of these to decorate an entire Christmas tree, and it would still be really affordable since the ornaments are only 50 cents and each piece of greenery can go a long way. In the third project, I created a Christmas candle centerpiece. I've seen different variations of this decor piece on Pinterest and wanted to make my own version of it. I got this wood slab from Ross for $5, but you can get similar ones from Michael's or other craft stores as well. I just happened to be shopping there for Christmas decor, and I came across this piece and knew it would be the perfect base for this DIY. I started by placing a simple white candle that I've had in the center of this wood slab, and I built the rest off of that. I also used the leftover Christmas greenery from the first project for the centerpiece, and it's just so amazing to be able to make so many different decorations with the same items. It's extremely budget friendly, and it also adds cohesiveness throughout and makes everything look designed and intentional. Anyways, I basically started placing everything on the wood slab around the candle and played with the arrangement. Once I was happy with how each bundle was looking, I went ahead and hot glued the pieces down. As always, I made sure to not use excessive amounts of glue so I have a nice finished look in the end. I created 2 main bundles around the candle, one with flocked greenery and a berry, and the other with the same flocked greenery and some pine cones. I also decided to add a few eucalyptus leaves to add a bit more interest to this centerpiece. In the last step, I wrapped the same red velvet ribbon that I used to hang 3 wreaths from our kitchen cabinets around a candle and secured the 2 ends together with some hot glue. I added the dried orange slice over the ribbon and placed the candle back on the wood slab. Also, make sure to check out my Christmas decorating vlog if you want to see how I decorated our house for the holidays, including the kitchen. That finished off this last trendy Christmas DIY centerpiece, and I think it looks really cute and festive. I've added this to one of our side tables in the living room, and it matches the rest of the decorations perfectly. This is also such a versatile piece, as it can be styled on a dining table, coffee table, kitchen counter, or really anywhere, and it would look amazing. Also, did I mention it was super easy and quick to create? I just don't think you can go wrong with this DIY decor piece, and you can totally customize it to fit your aesthetics and color palette this holiday season. I hope that you like these Boho Trendy Christmas decor DIYs and decide to recreate some of them for yourself. Let me know in the comments below which one of these projects was your favorite, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!